Was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the 49ers and the Raiders coming up next.
The onset of fall weather certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. Joined in the booth by Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and you can maybe look forward to this as a barn burner, a shootout. Pick whatever term you want for a high-scoring game, because that's, at least on paper, what we are in line for this week, CD. Two of the NFL's best when it comes to passing the football, and neither wants to be the one that can't keep up when the passes start flying.
And this sellout crowd, they came expecting to see the football in the air and big plays downfield. No one's going to the concession stand while the ball is in play, because if they blink, they might miss something spectacular in this one.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stanley to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Lance now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Hurry!
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing now is Lance. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Throwing is Lance on third down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stanley. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Stanley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Bro, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stanley looking to pass. Look at the juke. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stanley. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now Stanley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Stanley, touchdown! Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll take this to the 46. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 1st down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. And in the red zone. Why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. First down, Stanley. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stanley. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll field this at the 5. 51 yards on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Whitaker. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now Lance again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Rolling to his right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle they go. It's Blake, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Blake. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Here's Lance. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach wrote.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. He Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ballgame, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity.
Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Working from the gun, Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's Stanley to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They go play action with Stanley. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Stanley. And this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the...
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On second down now. It's Blake, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw, it's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Stanley looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stanley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Stanley.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.